Hi guys, this is Emnel, and we are back playing EU4 with Mamluks. We are running out of rebellions, slowly but surely, thankfully. And well, we'll need to pounce on Ottomans, but that will take a while before we can actually do that. Let's get another claim. Let's get this, for example. Now, if we take a look at this and get rivals, you can see that Ottomans are significantly better in most stats for us, which means that's mostly because they have an advisor that gives them plus 10% here, and they started the golden era already, which means that we'll probably have to do both. So let's kick some of those advisors to free up a slot. Hopefully we'll get some new soon. We don't need for defense anyway. National manpower modifier, nope. And I guess we can hire this one for now. There we go. We need a discipline guy or a morale guy before we can do anything, and we can send an insult to someone, and also insult you. You smell. Now, of course, the problem is that Poland, while fighting Denmark, is also fighting the rest of Scandinavia and Finland, so yeah, it may be tough for them, and well, I wouldn't be surprised if Ottomans manage to get a peace out of them in which they, for example, take Moldavia. Which would be bad, because Moldavia is actually a pretty decent region. Also, it seems like they are rolling in cash, because while at war they are building farm estates in several places. So yeah, not looking good. Not actually. Okay, so they just show up outright. This is an Egyptian, so yeah, I think we'll just get a discipline guy then with +2. There we go. Naval race versus Castile, thank you very much. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I guess that their navy isn't that big, but what is the gain yet? Larger than 27, so we'd have to basically, and then we wouldn't be really able to use this anyway, because well, we'll be at war with Ottomans, so we'd have to park our fleets. Doesn't really make much sense, does it? And it seems that Karaman and Akuliu aren't very keen on going to war against Ottomans as it is. So, while we're at it and we're wasting money, let's influence Yemen to get that trust going, and hopefully sooner or later, I imagine we will need to stop taking the trade power that costs 30 when we needed their troops helping us, because if they are under over 50 or over 49, they will not assist us. We are, by the way, wasting. Oh, Jesus, bloody info. Okay, this time I'm just going to quarantine it because this is. Okay, Dimi building restrictions. Lima gets loyalty, Dimi loses. Well, we are good either way. Tolerance of true faith, tolerance of heathens. We can move towards mysticism and do it the other way around. Okay, so tolerance of heathens minus 0.5 and tolerance of true faith plus 0.5. That's not that great, because tolerance of low tolerance, I believe. Okay, so being controlled by Demi actually completely removes the ability to convert. Makes sense. Well, it will basically create problems in provinces where there are problems, and it will fix problems in provinces there aren't any problems, which isn't a great choice in the long run. Okay, I know what we're going. So we're going to take this. That should put us with a bit higher with Dimi. Now we won't be able to keep it up, but that gives us tech cost plus 0.5. Sadly, we cannot really give them anything else as of now. Can we? Let's see. If we manage to keep them at over 60 for a bit longer, we could use it to take up a little bit, because and a bit longer, I mean, till we can actually do that, which is going to be in 4 years actually. So maybe not feasible. Let's see. Can we give them something? Let's start that. Well, answer is no. There is no hidden province that is in a state, of course. Oh well. And so, question is: are we starting a golden age and the whole shebang, and go for it now? See, so cavalry shock. Like, if we really tried, we could probably pull off getting military tech 8 for this war ahead of time, which I mean isn't the greatest idea ever, because once we get to tech 7, we could start getting any military ideas, which would be more cost effective than going after this. We are still at 7, not 8, good. Well, at least that's going for us. Your monarch is still bloody Mahmed. How old is this guy? I think he starts like 5. 5 years old. It's disgusting. It probably starts like 16 or 18, I don't remember. Yeah, they're sieging Podole. Okay, they are sieging it with a lot of troops. Are they sieging anything else? It's probably easiest to see it using Devastation Wave. That doesn't seem to be the case. There has been some devastation there. And Saxonia is being sieged. Okay, so this war finished. I mean, this part of the war when it comes to Serbia, and so on. We do have to go for that war. So, legalism is in the shitter though. Let's look. Okay, I was thinking going defensive ideas. Our yearly army tradition, more of armies, and then some maneuver. Land maintenance modifier will help sort of it. Fort maintenance, since we are keeping our forts up, which coincides with yearly army tradition increase. And the rest are not so good, basically. Well, I mean, first 2, 3 are good ones. King offensive, basically leader shock, leader fire. We don't need more prestige, so that's pointless. Siege ability is always nice. Discipline is the important bit here. Quality will also give us discipline. I'm not a big fan of quality. Some people really are. I'm not. But it's infantry combat and combat abilities aren't all that great. This is basically worth half of what discipline is. Discipline is basically 5% combat ability for everything and 5% less damage for everything, which is better than any of that by a lot. So that's basically. And there are, of course, there's of course a case of free wasted ideas here. Quantity, I don't think that's. It's good. It's useful. It makes you overall expansion much smoother, especially once you have a powerful empire stretching a few continents. But that's not exactly something that would help us defeat the Ottomans from the get-go. So, options are: we could wait till we get a little bit more admin power, and then get quick 2 levels of admin tech, which is going to be basically in a year. Basically, you can get both admin techs, grab defensive ideas, get 2 of those, which will give us some early army tradition, but above all morale of armies, and yeah, that's a big boost for us. Or we could go with offensive ones and get problem with this is that land leader shock will not it's like all those things that increase leader stats only affect the leaders that you are recruiting at this very moment. So okay, that out of the way. So I think we are sadly going to waste the Dimi ideas here. This whole bit. So they and we won't be able to boost the. Will we? This is going to be level 8. Okay, so we won't be able to give them any more land as it is. So it will just fade away. Unless we, of course, get another event, but that's fairly unlikely. Okay. Where are those bloody revolts? 2 years for since we. Okay, let's just put them down then, because this is getting annoying. Zilia, Hergusa. Half of you here, half of you here, that should help. Ethiopian separatists, that's gonna actually happen, so. And this is where quad. Oh, okay, so this is gonna help happen there. How about this whole thing? 90%. Alright, so this is almost there. Good. Oh, good. Wasting a lot of time in this. Oh, Jesus. And the problem here is that since Ottomans first taking admin ideas and second they get much lower core creation, they will be able to take take a huge chunk of Poland here. And we are in no position to help. That was a really bad timing on us. On that war. Fabricate claim. Okay, is this enough to put down the surveillance? It is here and it is not here. Okay, at least this one will go away. Full union. Oh, really? Oh, damn it. Gondar is actually... Oh, damn it, I forget. I could have sworn there was a bloody fortress there. Ah, damn it. All he has all the bloody time of wasting my time here. Not only will I have to attack into it. Ah. Bad. It also get 10 years, additional 10 years of separatism there. Okay, but you can now march up north. Okay, can we ask you to... Do we have military access? We do not. Sure, if we... never remember if we would be able to attack from their territory if they are not at war. And if we... well, I'm pretty sure we can, but I'm not sure if we can start in their territory. So Adalan, 16 years, Jesus. Like, this is gonna go away in like 3 years, basically. But it needs to be 0 and then it will fade away 10% per month. For example, this faded away to 30 and no, that's... And separatism goes away 2 per month. 0.5 per month, per year. How about you, 60? Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, do we need 21k here? That's another question. Let's check those bloody rebellions. 11, 13, okay, we do not. Okay, let's give you a proper general. You, good. And you go up. Can I handle it? Oh, we'll see. Right, we'll have to kill off Ramazan too. Okay, so let's wait. You can move here. So when we take a look at that, so most of their armies are there, which is good, but we don't have many armies around here as it is. We'll need to basically take this, and take those 2 provinces to cut them off from simply marching through. I'm not no, actually they will be able to march through it anyway, I think. If they control it. I always forget it's not a complicated matter, but I always forget about that. Maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to squeeze some units through, but like I don't expect us to be able to get more than just to take control of the Ottoman territory, of Anatolia, and that's assuming, you know, we are actually winning. Does that help? Yes, that does help. I think. Diplomatic reputation. trust towards Mamluks, I guess. Opinion of Mamluks. Doesn't say, but that went 7% down. I know what. Our diplomatic reputation recovered after annexations. Yeah, we got -3 for annexing Medina. So that went away. Alright, and how are we? Okay, so and we are, however, integrating them pretty damn quickly. Sadly, there is no way to. I mean, there is a way to stop it, but usually to stop it, you basically piss them off, which is a tall order. We would have to get it over 50, which is just difficult. To have to, I don't know, seize land or something, which kind of defeats the purpose. Okay, well, I guess we're going to risk it. So basically, rush those 2 provinces. Try to occupy. Okay, and our bloody royal merge finished. And they were finished. Huh. Well, I don't think we should go into this war now. Not without drilling. Let's drill our armies to the hilt, and then we'll decide. Because I mean, it is possible that we would be able to basically rush those 2 provinces, and then fight the battles while they are crossing. Which, I mean, it's unlikely. Also, we won't be able to tell which way they are going to cross, so we'd have like 20k here, 20k here, and they just rush in with 50k and wipe us before we can reinforce. So that's not a good game plan. Yeah, that's actually 18. Let's move here. Okay, which general do we want? There was a way to tell which one is, I think this is the newest one, so let's drill him. And here we are going to. Yes, the newest one is ones without actually combat abilities, like here, goal oriented and so on. Yeah, well, this will do. Alright. So for a split second, our diplo reputation is pretty high. Can we do anything about it? You guys accept vassalization? You would not. Okay, we can increase your trust a little bit. Well, quite a lot actually. I don't think that will be enough. Well, it's closer, +5 from trust. So basically, if we have 100 trust, that will be +10 out of it. Our diplo reputation is +3, which is about to take a dive by that 3. So yeah. Right, we are full on military power. So the question is, are we going for that golden era? I think we are. I mean, it's 50 years, so okay, good time as a present. Also, like, the worst case scenario, we can basically get. In worst case scenario, we basically can wait for Ottoman's golden era that started like, I don't know, 5 to 10 years earlier to finish and then attack them, you know, in the time between. So, start golden era, which those are the bonuses. Huzzah. Now. Actually, that's in a year. I mean, it's tempting. Okay, let's wait for it. Okay, I guess I shouldn't have started it quite yet, so let's just, you know, spam some generals. Which one was it? This one? Well, I guess this one is the worst. Even with the goal-oriented bonus, which is a good one. This siege, but we already have a handful of guys with siege, so I'd rather have that. Alright, so yeah, let's wait one more year. Or actually, we need to wait 2 years, so a year and a half. Wasteful. Yeah, I should have thought about it before I started this golden era, but Nassau. Huh. Interesting stuff. Oh, that's actually, was the was this game? Was Nassau already an emperor? Or you know, after the first one, I seem to recall that someone small was. So yeah, it might have been a Nassau suit. Well, Austria isn't as powerful as it can be, and yeah. So, is Hungary going to war against Ottomans anytime soon? I guess they would if we've beaten. Which, I mean, it's not helpful, right? Because if we want Ottoman territory, we don't exactly want Hungary to, yeah, like, break it with their bloody ideas. Gee. Oh, they don't have the Alling ideas anymore. Oh, yes, that changed like years ago. Oh, I remember. Yeah, they used to have the higher increased scoring cost ideas. So okay, never mind. We don't care who controls this. Ooh, managed. And we managed to integrate. There we go. Let's, I guess, well, this is ours, so let's do it. There we go. I mean, it's not particularly useful, but at least we can start getting claims on QQ here. So that should be a fairly easy war. Problem, of course, is that we are running out of you know, power projection. And another thing is that we so next idea will be at level 10, which is let me think, over, that's higher than 500, so 1500. So basically this idea 8 is in 92, so yeah, that's like 1512, something like that. Which is so there's that whole idea that we want to take to spawn colonialism, but to do that we would have to take a second group as exploration and get a quest for the new world, which is a weird way of playing, but I don't know, I kind of want to test it, to try it. Well, problem is that this is going to go, this episode is going to be released in like a week, and I simply don't want to wait a week before I play, because this is a very interesting campaign still. So, question is, do we like go the sane route, which is going for military ideas, and perhaps attack Ottomans outright, which is a bit silly, but I guess. Doable. Okay, so they actually are at low maintenance, interesting. And we could attack them outright, or we could do the whole spawn colonialism and expand to our heart's content all around there. The thing is that we will have to, develop some of the lands to get that 12 in a few more provinces and so on and so forth. But I don't know, it seems like an interesting way to go about things. So, alright, I will think about it between the episodes and we will decide. Either a war with Ottomans, perhaps a quick conquest here, or just going for that, because I mean, we don't have to like stick to it too much. Because we could, for example, try to deal with Ottomans without taking the quality ideas, without taking the ideas here. We could simply try to rush military tech 8 and do that while waiting. Then we take basically the first 2 levels of exploration ideas, spawn colonization, and either stick with that or basically cancel that and pick something more useful. So there are different, vastly different ways of going about it, and yeah, things like to get to the juiciest parts, which are those. We don't exactly need those ideas. I mean, we are almost there. Like the conquest of here, then we can fabricate on Persia, and yeah. And next thing we know, we are eating India slowly but surely. But Malacca region is also extremely nice, and you can actually get there by using colonization, unlike India. So that's also good stuff. Also, well, another thing to consider is that when it comes to colonizing this whole region, expansion is actually better than colonization, than exploration, because you can basically fabricate claims on overseas territories in trained company regions, which is all of that. So we wouldn't have to worry about being in range to fabricate and to get it all. And yeah, but this doesn't. First of all, we cannot take it because that's an admin idea. And secondly, this will not allow us to spawn colonialism. And last thing to consider is that, to be honest, we'll get colonialism soon enough. It will easily spread to Morocco, or will it? Well, I guess it would if that was Portuguese. So unless, yeah, okay, so if that was Portuguese, it would easily spread to Morocco, and we would get it via Tunis soon enough-ish. But in this case, I mean, we'll have to consider how difficult it would be for us to get this. Yes. For example, we could basically conquer Tunis, bits of Tunis, and get it via Aragon, as I discussed earlier. All right, I will think about it all between the episodes, but I felt like we are in a bit of a crossroads here, so it's good to get a little rant about our possible options. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying the series. Feel free to leave the comments, even though I will most likely decide before I have a chance to read them, but always good to know who I disappointed and who I haven't. So, see you next time.